Hi everybody. I was just knitting, and these are double pointed needles, and this is how you end a project if you're making a hat or scarf or bag. Not scarf, but anything that you want to close up at the end. You put it on double pointed needles, which I will show you how to do on my knit site. I have a page that I started in 2021, a couple years ago, that I thought I could work on, and didn't follow through. You know, I started too many pages at one time. Doesn't that sound like me? And the ones that had 900 members and 700 members, which is mostly photography, I stuck to those and let these other ones go by the wayside. And I don't really want to do that. What's in my heart is all kinds of art, and I know I need to specialize in one, and I will try to figure that out by next September. But I know in my heart that there are certain things that I'm going to be doing always. Slow stitch, knitting, coloring, photography, and I'll, as I put videos and pictures up on the other sites, I'll post them to Gramski file. Gramski file is my mother site, my grandmother site, and everything will go on that site to I need to close this up, so I'm gonna put two together right along. And for everything that I do, it'll be posted on the Gramski file. And if you're interested in those particular projects, if you're interested in knitting, stay on the knitting group. And if you're interested in slow stitch, stay on the slow stitch group. Slow stitch is any kind of sewing that you do by hand. It can be embroidery, or just sewing a journal together by hand. Any kind of stitching that you do by hand is considered slow stitch, because it's not like machine. Machine, you work pretty quickly on. I'm looking around. Oh yeah, I have scissors. Good. Oh, because I'm getting close to the end now. This was the hardest for me to learn, was double pointed needles. And it's still difficult. I still don't know how to make socks, and I have to. That's just something I want on my bucket list. I have knitted socks. I don't know how many socks I'm going to knit, but I know that that is something that I want to do. That and a sweater. I made a sweater for my grandson when he was just a baby, but I haven't made it a sweater for myself or another adult. I thought I'd make one for my daughter, but her taste varies. So I figured, if I'm going to go through all that work, I better just wear it myself. And if she ever wants it, she'll let me know. But I tend to make a lot of patterns, and I do want to share them. It's on my bucket list to share everything that I've learned. And the craft community is just a wonderful community, because they share everything. There's nothing, there's no secrets. Uh-oh, this is on here somewhere. There we go. They'll say, "Oh, you want to know how to do that? This is how to do it." And which is very nice. Okay, so there's 6 stitches left. And I'm gonna cut my tail. And I think I forgot my needle. Let's see if I can do it without one. Okay, this is pretty big. You'd normally have this on the end of a needle. You know, especially if you don't have nails. Okay. You want to pick up the tail and go through all of these, and then what will happen is that you just pull up like this, and the bag, this is going to be a bag for jewelry, or a gift bag for Christmas, and you just sew your, I'm going to sew it through here because there's bigger holes, see, like this, and it'll come together and be a bag for some kind of jewelry or something that I'm going to give. Maybe just chocolates. But what I'm mainly doing right now, what I'm trying to say is I have all these patterns and things, and I want to share my patterns and just, you know, give them out. If I ever come up with anything that's worth putting together in a book, I'll do that. But what I find is that people aren't interested in learning every single craft. People that like to knit will stick to knitting. People that like to slow stitch will stick to slow stitching. So pages that I made in 2020 and 2021, you know, that I didn't really follow through with because I had 900 on Memories of Monterey and 700 on Corning Today photos. So I sort of gave this up, but then I gave up a part of me that is hard to give up. So this is my bag that I go to church with. And I already made the I-cord to go through here, but I'm going to put one piece here and here, an I-cord that comes up and around, so that I can put it over my shoulder. Whenever I go somewhere, if I have a bag that I can put over my shoulder, I'm not going to forget it somewhere. That just seems to be my MO, is, oh no, I forgot my bag. So now I just wear it. I wear my bags, and they're mostly knitted except for in the summertime. The knit is too warm. What I'm doing is I'm casting on like this. I have quilted bags for the summer. Okay, so, and then I'm going to add another stitch to it, and another one. So I want 5 stitches. This is going to be the I-cord. So you always, with the tail in the front, you want to do your knit again, but you're always going to knit with the tail in the front. I'll show you. So as I'm learning a more professional way to teach, I know that I haven't been very professional about teaching, but this was, the Gramski files was sort of just to get my head together and started and pushing me to follow through. And as I'm learning, I want to perfect these other sites, and I'll be sharing them. So oh no, it's in the back. The tail's in the back. Sorry about that. You want the tail always to be in the back, and then you slide it up and bring the tail forward. And you keep doing this over and over until you get a long cord. See, and it comes up again. And pull from the back. The reason I have short nails is because they annoy me. They get into everything, you know. I have a hard time creating with longer nails. When I was a little girl, I had my nails short because I liked to play the piano and didn't like hearing the click of the nails on the piano. So once you get used to that, it's hard to get used to the longer nails. I tried it. In high school, I tried to do the polished nail thing, and it just interfered with everything I like to do, with gardening, and with what did I like to do then? Mostly play the piano. There was a little bit of sewing with my mother, but the nails didn't bother me with that because it was a sewing machine, the Singer sewing machine. She was standing right next to me. And if I had any problems, she'd be there and she'd go, "Oh, no, you do it this way." And so I would learn. But she's not there over my shoulder, and I'm afraid of machines. But I have to learn. It's just so important to me. Well, so now you know how to make an I-cord. What you're doing, because you're bringing the yarn in the back and all the way to the front, like that, you make it's a circle because you're bringing this over like this. So it's you're making a circle, and you just keep going to the length that you like, and it turns out like this. If you want a thick one, you use thicker yarn, and if you want a thin one, you use thinner yarn. And but with the sights, what I'm going to do is have a pattern that we follow from start to finish, and hopefully I'll have enough different patterns that people will be interested in following. But if they aren't, they aren't. I'll find. I have those other sites that I have quite a few people on, and I will continue with those. It's mostly photography. People really like, me going to their hometown and taking pictures of, places that they can't visit anymore. And that's what I do mostly. So, but this is my love, I love doing this. So I will try to do everything, but eventually I'm only going to be able to do one thing. The older you get, the more that you should just stick to a few things at least, not everything. But time will tell. I'll talk to you later.